Good morning, Jonathan Club members. I had a little late start this morning, some technical difficulties. Let's start by rocking out the pelvis. My name's April, welcome. Taking some deep breaths, rocking out the pelvis. It's a great place to begin to find the root of your sit. So your sit bones, you have two. We're picking up one and we're resting on one. Press into one and lift the other. You start to feel the engagement in the belly and lift and down. Now just make it nice, a nice little rock. And 4 and 3, breathe. 2 and 1. Now find your center and feel both sit bones. To find the center, let's rock front to back. As we're rocking back, you'll find that the tops of the thighs will lift. Right? That's going to engage the core. So to find your center, we'll slowly move the rock to still, but feel where the thighs lift and stay rooted and up. Inhale, arms. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Let's go up and over, working to the sides. Opening up the side body. When you're lifting, can you still feel those sit bones? Now, however far you reach, do your best to resist lifting up the whole leg. As we're rooting this through the sit bones, lengthening through the sides, engaging our core as we lift. And last, both arms up. Holding, exhale. This little move is through the shoulders. The elbow point is wrapping into the body. The elbows are wrapping in and lift. Drop through the shoulders. Feel your core. Rise up through the fingertips. Drop through the shoulders and feel the core. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Root. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the shoulders down the back. One more time. Palms move down the center. Inhale. Exhale. Let's move to tabletop. Maintain the stillness. The connectivity to your breath. Palms are underneath the shoulders. The crease of the wrist is aligned with the front edge of the mat. Your knees are right underneath your hips. Let's press down through each top of foot. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, press and round. Inhale, heart moves up. Exhale, press and round. Inhale, up. 3 more. Now keep your shoulders above the wrist. Try not to sink into the low back. And vigorously push all the breath out of the body. And inhale, forward. Last time. As we lower down elbows, reach and extend the right palm. Inhale deeply. You can rest the forehead on the other palm or the mat. Feel as if you're stretching and opening the right underarm area through that whole right side of the rib cage. As you ski slope your spine by pressing through the palm, allowing your heart to move down through the shoulders and allowing the tail to lift up like a ski slope. And release. Inhale. Extend through the other arm. Rest the forehead. Feel and acknowledge your stretch underneath the left underarm. Inhale a deep breath. Roll your left elbow down and allow the chest to fall through the shoulders. As you inhale, feel the release of the pectorals, but the activation of the serratus as the tail lifts. Inhale, release. Lining up the wrists and the elbows, press vigorously until the height of the chest lifts as high as it will go. Inhale a deep breath, extend the right leg to straighten. As you press not only through the palms, the forearms, the heel is driving back, lengthening the Achilles and the gastrocnemius of the right leg. Release. Inhale, deep breath. Extend through the left heel and press vigorously through the palms and forearms, lifting up through the chest. As you're extending through the back left heel, you feel the length of the left Achilles and gastrocnemius, your calf. And release. Inhale, deep breath. Both palms extend and exhale the heart down. Over time, as the chest and heart open, you might be able to move the heart to the mat. Wherever you are, make sure that you can breathe. Extend the palms out as far as they can go. And if possible, lift the forearms off the mat. And release. Scoop the tail round and tuck the chin. Inhale, lower down. Tuck your toes into Sphinx Pose. Adjust your hips. Inhale, chest rise, shoulders back. As we draw upwards through the navel, the belly lifts, the heart lifts, and the shoulders move back. Releasing the back of the neck, tuck the chin down, keep the press through the elbows. Inhaling up and move the chin to the right shoulder. Inhale, deep breath, and move the eyes gaze to the back heel. If possible, gaze further to the opposite heel. Inhale, heart lifts. Slowly release, lengthen the neck, tuck the chin. Keep press through the forearms as you lower the crown down. Inhale, crown rise. Exhale, chin to shoulder. Inhale, gaze to back foot. If possible, exhale, gaze to opposite foot. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, heart down. Palms underneath the shoulders, hug the elbows into the ribs. Roll the shoulders back as the elbows hug the sides of the body. As the shoulders lift up towards the tips of the bottom of the earlobe, you should find a press between your first finger and thumb and work the heart up. 2 more. This is to prep your baby cobra. Focus on foundation. Inhale, deep breath, baby cobra. Exhale, heart down. Tuck the toes, chin forward. Lift up through the hips. So the chin, heart center, knees and toes are to mat. Inhale, deep breath. Hug your elbows in. Press to the palms and heart. Move the heart through the shoulder. And exhale, tuck the toes and hold your down dog with lifted heels and bent knees. As we're working the extension through the palms and inhaling deep breath, we're working our chest close to our thighs. As we vigorously press through our palms, deep breath, walk your dog. One heel lifts, one heel presses. As you're shifting heel right to left, shift the sit bones. One sit bone lifts higher than the other sit bone. Shift in the hips and move that through the torso. Can you feel that? Inhale, deep breath. And hold your down dog, inhale. As you peel your heels and move into your first plank, moving forward, tuck your tail. And hold. Two more breaths. One more. Modifying Chaturanga, knees down. Heart moves through. Chin, heart, knees, toes to the mat. Release the tops of the feet. Baby Cobra. And down. We're going to work with our chest. So wiggle until you get comfortable in your hips. Extend the arms back. Inhale, deep breath. Interlace behind you if possible. If not, you have a strap. Okay? Inhale, lifting up knuckles if there is any movement. If not, you're just working breath and extension. If there's movement, then you're going to go up and down. Inhaling, lift. Exhale, down. Now feel your iliac bones. It's your front hip bones. That is working on pressing into the mat as you lift the knuckles up. That is going to help you lengthen the erector spinae. So you push. You don't have to squeeze the buttocks too tight. If you push hip bones, activate erector spinae. Up, down, knuckles. 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Release arms forward, rest. Let's sweep the right leg back. Now, if you can just reach towards it, right? Or you have your strap to foot and you're going to bring it back. Now, if you can grab the foot, inhale, and lift up through the back heel if you want a deeper stretch. If that's not possible, you're pressing down through your hip bone and reaching back and then just moving the foot back as far as you can. Eventually, it'll come closer. You'll get the heel, then you'll get the foot, then you can extend out of the heel and then possibly lift thigh off of mat. You're holding for 3 deep breaths. And 2 more. And 1. Release. Inhale, other side. Now, one leg may not be the same as the other. I would always suggest going to everything with foundation first. Hip bone, lengthen the thigh, reach, assess the shoulder. Can you reach without any pinching or pulling in the knee? You don't want to feel pain, okay? If you feel pain, you need to back off a little bit. Inhale. There's good pains and bad pains. Inhale, deep breath. Eventually, as the hip flexor and quad open up, then the thigh will be able to come off the mat. But we're going to do our best right here for 3 deep breaths. And 2. And 1. And release, Sphinx. Nice cleansing. Ooh, that felt good. Deep breaths up. Palms down, chest down, tuck the toes, roll the shoulders back, exhale, press. So let's bring some heat into our upper body, some strength into our chest. So as we go into a child pose, tuck toes with extended arms, give that a nice little stretch. Let's repeat about 10. As we come forward, the yoga knee push-up, we'll call it, is a Chaturanga prep. And if you can see how I'm bending the elbows and lean with the chin and press. Now, if that's too difficult, the hips will go forward like a plank, and then you come down, and then repeat. It's still going to be challenging either way. You ready for it? Let's go. I'm going to do the first style. It's a little bit more challenging, creates a little bit more focus. Stay rooted between the first finger and thumb. That was 2. Exhale. That was 3. That was 4. You can do it. If you need a rest, you can rest. Chin forward, elbows hug the ribs. That's 5. Notice I keep my hips up. Ooh, 6. Come on. Oh, it's getting hard. If you've had enough, you're resting in child pose, flat feet. Ooh, I think I can do it. 1 to 2 more. If you feel like you've had enough, you're resting in child's pose. Oh, done on that. Widen your child's pose to rest. Extend the arms as much as you can. Recovering the breath, work the extension. And we'll slowly come in. So we're back to tabletop. We're going to keep some work going with the core. Now we've really fired up our chest. We're going to feel it in our tabletop now. So let's close our knees. Ooh. First finger and thumb press. You can feel your chest from all those chaturanga preps. Lift your right heel. Extend. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend. 2 more. And 1 more. Nice stretch. Up next. Extend. Cross the right knee on the outside of the left. Now, if you'd rather just do another child pose, that's optional. I'm pulling my knees in through the center and then slowly allowing some weight to come back. If that's too much, then you have blocks, right? You can just come up a little bit higher and then come back to where it feels good. Here's another option. You lower your blocks, put your elbows on them, Now think about it. This is kind of like, not really, but kind of like an eagle pose, but very modified. You have to have that crossing over, and you have to have that opening in the hips. So this is a nice way to start helping yourself into that pose. Deep breaths. So you're either forearms on the block, or you could be down. And inhale, slowly come up. Uncross the ankles, back to tabletop. Let's do a couple cat-cow. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, round. You should start to feel that you're starting to open up through your core, through your spine. Some circulation's moving. Last time. Okay, so let's fire up our core and our hip balance. Knees together. Left heel extend. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale, round. 4 more. 3 more. 2. 1. Good. Extend. Right leg crosses over. We slowly lower the knee down. Now, wherever you can go with it, right? Or you're doing a child pose if you don't like it. So the knees come forward through the center of the body, just like eagle pose, right? Eagle pose is standing, right? So this is kind of a nice way to help you get into your eagle pose and help that hip. So you get your weight on your left knee, support with your hands or your hands on your block, and you slowly lower down. And then your modification looks like that. Two more breaths. And slowly come up. Inhale. Up. And release. So we're going to cross our legs onto sit. So however you like to get there. If you have your blocks, have a block in between the ankles. We're going to do a little more abdominals. Hands on each side of the block. We're going to roll down. You ready? So squeeze the block in the feet and press down. Inner thigh and push through the heels. What do we call that in yoga? Mula Bandha. Now, if that's challenging, rolling back, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to fall. How about this? Elbows come back, support you, but I'm still using my core, right? Back, back, back. Arms extend. Give it a good stretch as far as you can go. This is for modification of people who have a hard time coming up. Elbows down. Exhale, look towards your thighs. Reach. If you still can't come up, block down. Grab the thighs and lift. So we're going to practice that a couple times. If you're stronger, then work the roll down. Let's try for 4. When you're doing the full roll down, the pelvic tucks, you have your block, your feet are like Velcro to the mat, and you roll down one vertebra at a time. Keep practicing. Hug those inner heels to the block. Find that Mula Bandha. Let's do this. This is our last time right here. And then we'll come back up. And we made it. Okay, so block down, hands, Dandasana. I still have the block in between the knee and the inner heels. I'm walking the sit bones out. If this posture is challenging for the body, like let's say you're tucked under the hips, I would rather you bend the knees and sit up as tall as you can sit. Okay, so bend the knees and work with your spine first. If you can keep both your back and your legs straight, then do that. Inhale, arms forward. Dandasana with extended arms. Inhale up. Remember in the beginning of class, I'm going to turn to face you. In beginning of class, we worked with our serratus muscles and our shoulders. So this whole practice is about restoring mobility so we can be stronger in our practice. So as we press our block, we lift and exhale down. And lift and exhale down. So these abdominal muscles, continue doing that, are your serratus muscles right here. By pressing palms into block, lifting up and down, we are activating our core. 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms straight forward. Extension. We're reaching. Inhale, deep breath. Think about the low back. It's okay to bend the knees if the low back gets more stretch. Ooh, nice. Breathe and hold. Now hold. You feel your hamstrings. Inhale, arms up. And exhale down. Inhale, arms up. And exhale down. 4. Inhale, up. Get close to those toes. Inhale up. 3. And 2. And 1. Forward fold over the body. Inhale, deep breath. Reach, 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 reach. Feel free to rock side to side, as that might help you loosen the back. Find your center. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, dropping the head down. And slowly either roll up or press through the legs and extend the arms and inhale up. And exhale down. So let's move to opening up the hips. In this segment, you'll need your strap. So as we transition to supine, we'll be laying on our back. You might want to block. So we've been working on this for the past few weeks. So feel free to do whatever part of this series you like. But I'm going to do all of it, which means 2 sets on this leg with 1 leg straight. So the first set, we're going to go through all of the motions of the hip with this leg straight. Second set, leg will be straight. It's intense. It can be intense as it's deep stretching, but passive because you're in control. So let's sweep our hands around the strap and move into pointing and flexing. Now feel the hips. This is your therapy. This is everything above this point has really just been trying to move some energy, create a little bit of strength and engagement. And now is your time to breathe in your body in a way that you're really trying to release the tension. So inhale, point. Exhale, slow. It's okay to be slow. Slow it down. Inhale, point. This is what's going to calm the nervous system and activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which is very restorative. Now here's the change. As you flex the foot, elbows are out and pull and push. Deep, slow breaths. It takes 30 seconds on any stretch for your body to actually, make the connection from brain to muscle that you're stretching. So often we move too quickly through our stretches. 2 more. Very good. Holding that deep stretch for the hamstring for 3. And 2. Pull it in. And 1 more. Now here, the right hand has the strap, the left arm out to the side. This is about hip therapy. Now, of course, I can do much harder poses, or a lot of people can. I'm still going to do this stuff, because this will make sure I can continue to do the harder poses. So the therapy of the hip, cleaning the hip. 2 more. Good, 1 more. Maybe out as far as you can go, keeping that left hip down. Hold. And lift. Staying on this leg, but feel free to change if you like. Point and flex again. And let's move to pulling in gently. See how my left foot is flexed? As I extend the right leg to my nose, inhale. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale. I'm not creating any tension in the neck or shoulders. If the elbows go out, then you just use the weight of the arms to pull in. Two more. Good. One more. Deep inhale. Exhale. Okay, good. So now we're going to cross over. So now the left hand has the strap, right arm down. Inhale. Now keep the right hip down. Lots of people go ahead and lift the right hip up. Try not to do that with this particular stretch. The right hip stays down as the right leg crosses over the body. Then inhale, lift. Use the abductor, activate. Use the core to support the leg, and deactivate the abductor by lengthening and stretching. Inhale, up. And exhale, cross it over. Inhale up, last time. And exhale, cross it over. Now we're going to fall into a spinal twist. Now go ahead and let that hip lift. Then we'll move into our other side. And we'll finish soon. 3 deep breaths. 2. And 1. Release the strap. Slide the right leg down. Onto your back. And just take a second. Do you notice how you feel much more energy, circulation, life force in the right leg? Let's move to our left. Point and flex. I changed this series up a little bit. Pointing and flexing. We really took our time here. If you want to improve your down dogs, here's a very simple way. This pointing and flexing is so crucial for down dogs as we really press the heel into a down dog, right? But a lot of times our Achilles calf is so tight, maybe hamstring as well, that it causes, we focus the heel push in down dog, and then it misaligns other things like our back, our spine becomes rounded. So instead of vigorously pressing heels down in down dog, try pressing through palms and keeping your arms straight. Add this to the mix where you pull, and you pull so much so that you feel heavy in the hip. And it will help you improve your down dogs. Here we go. So now we go elbow out and push. Pull it in. Now, if you haven't stuck with me for a full hour, I really encourage, seems like most people only watch for, I don't know, they'll do about 20 minutes, which is great. You're at your home. You can do a little bit of stretching, right? But the magic comes when you really dedicate more time for your self-care. Okay, so the left hand has the strap. Stay rooted into the right hip, move out, and lift it back up. Move out, and lift it back up. Now maybe you hold it out as far as you can go. And as you lift back up, right leg is straight. Hold. We're going to start again, but we only do part of it here. So we're going to start by pointing and flexing, working on the Achilles. This is also very, it helps firm the skin when you work with the fascia. 2 more. 1 more. Very good for back health. And here we go. Right hand has the strap, left hand down, cross it over, and lift it up. And cross it over. So you're doing your best to keep your outer left hip rooted down. And then press into the outer foot to lift you up. You activate that IT band abductor. Then we use our core to support the weight of the leg crossing over, which also allows the muscle tendon fibers to release. Inhale, lift. Use your abs. And exhale, cross over. So good. Whew. A little painful, but so good. Come on. Inhale out. 1 more. And exhale, cross it over. I'm telling you, it will make you feel better, put you in a better mood. Lift it back up and release. So we'll just put the feet flat to the mat. Inhale a deep breath. Just be still. Does that not feel amazing? If you did all of it, I know you feel amazing. You feel the circulation. So let's work with our hips still. And now our right knee heel is on top of our left. So the knee, if you can see my foot flex, I'm windshield wipering, right? Just sweeping. Think of this as cleaning the joint of the pelvic socket, right? We're just rocking the femur bone in the pelvic socket with the foot flexed, which is going to keep the knee safe. Our abs are gently engaged, so we are working a little bit of core here. 3 and 2 and 1. And here we push away, hold, let's grab. So the eye of the needle stretch and bring it in. deep cleansing breath. And here we can use our elbow to push that inner knee away, or the hand itself to just add a little bit more stretch, more opening in the hip. A deeper way is to grab onto the outer kneecap and pull and hold. So I'll give you 5 deep breaths here. As we release, the right leg extends up. Take your time, releasing that leg however you can. Slowly lower the leg down and hug it into the body. Now the left heel on top of the knee. Flexing the left foot, windshield wiper as the knee is cleansing the joint. I'm exhaling as the thigh pushes away. My abs are engaged. Push and hold. If you're feeling a little stuck in there, sometimes a little rock, keep your breath. So the eye of the needle stretch, bring it in. You could also deepen by pressing your elbow into that knee or hand into the inner knee and drawing it away. Push it away and pull it in, and then there is that deep stretch for the outer hip. Another option is to sew all the way through, hands on top of the kneecap, deep inhale, and exhale, pull it in. So we're going to finish in just a few minutes. Inhale, release the leg, and exhale down as you hug the right knee into the chest. Use the right knee to come up to sit. Now come up to sit however you can if that's not an option. We're going to sweep the left leg back. Now you're going to do child pose. If this isn't good for you, pigeon. You can stay on your back and do a second set. So anybody who wants to go a little bit deeper with their pigeon pose, we're here. Now to also show you what to do for a modified pigeon is we get the knee as close to the right edge of the mat. We pull the heel in. We bring the forearms to the block. Now that might work for some people where you extend all the way to straight. Now if the hips are up, you're going to sit on your block. 3 more breaths. Now, if you're on your back with the second, so the eye of the needle stretch, go ahead and change legs. If you want to do full pigeon and a little bit of a chaturanga press to down dog, extending the right leg up. And the left knee moves through into the other side. So again, if you need a little bit of support, you're going to take your blocks in on the forearms maybe. If the hips don't meet the mat, you take your block, you tuck it right underneath you, have a seat. And for an even more modified pigeon pose, you'll sit like this. Bring the blocks in. And move the right leg out as far as you can go. So looks like. Okay, so we're holding for a few more breaths in the pigeon of choice. Use your breath. And if you want to do your little fancy transition, palms down, like a Chaturanga, press down dog. Left leg extends back, open the hip. And walk it to the hands. To chair, or move your way down to sit. So we're finished. However you would like to finish your pose, whether your practice, whether you're in Savasana, like I am now, or you'd like to be in a meditative sit for the last few moments. The eyes are softly closed. The eyes are drawing to the attention of the third eye point, which is in between the eyebrows and slightly above, as we feel a stretch in the base of the eyes. Inhale deeply, connecting the first finger and thumb, mind-body mudra. Deep inhale, we hold the Mula Bandha. Deep breath in. Whether you're in Savasana or a meditative sit. Mula Bandha means squeezing the root lock, sex organs, abdominals, everything hugs in. Exhale, fire of breath. Open the mouth vigorously, stick out the tongue, empty the breath. One more time. Release the root lock. Deep breath in. And move the palms to the heart. Namaste. Thank you for allowing me to teach today. I hope you join me next time as we explore our body and regaining mobility for our yoga practice.